For what?
This woman, who we're calling Marisa, and her 3 daughters came to Oklahoma from Maryland looking for a slower, more affordable pace of life. They rented this house in a nice, seemingly safe northwest Oklahoma City neighborhood. Her husband planned to join them this past weekend, but any semblance they had of comfort went out the window when 20 men armed to the teeth busted through it Thursday morning.
I don't know who they were. They had guns. It was dark. All the lights were off.
Multiple armed men in the dark busting into a home. What makes it worse is who they were and why they were there.
They were federal agents.
Federales!
Says, with the
Federales!
U.S. Marshals, ICE, and the FBI.
And I kept asking them, like, who are you? What are you doing here? What's happening? And they said, we have a warrant for the house.
They ordered Marisa and her daughters outside into the rain before they could even get dressed.
They wanted me to change in front of all of them, in between all of them.
So why were they there? They had a warrant. They were there because they had a warrant for the home, as they put it. That warrant had the names of people on it, individuals that they were looking for. None of those people live in that home. None of those people are associated with the people who live in that home. None of their names match. It's not even similar. It is names of male that had been arriving at the house since she had moved in, but they had just moved in, and they were not a part of this. And you may hear that and go, wow, that's awful, seems like just a mistake, terrible that happened to them. But except you would think they found out, hey, you're not the people, you're not involved, this is all just a misunderstanding, and they'd leave and hopefully fix the damage they did, etc. That's not what they did.
The agents ripped apart every square inch of the house, taking their phones, laptops, documents, and their life savings in cash as evidence.
Like, I have to feed my children.
Evidence.
I'm gonna need gas money. I need to be able to get around. Like, how do you just leave me like this, like an abandoned dog?
They knew that was not the people that they were looking for, and yet they took all of their cell phones, they took all of their computers, and they took all of their money. And when she asked, when are we going to get these items back?
I was like, it could be days or it could be months.
Nothing but questions.
Well, what if I would have been armed? What if you're breaking in? What am I supposed to think? My initial thought is we were being robbed. My daughter's female daughter's being kidnapped.
What if she was armed? If you came into my
Exactly,
home
that's
hot
what I
like
was
that,
gonna
I have
say.
no reason to think the police
Yeah,
are
what
coming
if she's armed? What
to
if
my
her
house.
husband
You
was
come into
armed?
my house hot like that,
Plop, plop, plop.
I'm going to brandish.
The shit out of you
And I'd be
fast.
dead. I would have been
your
killed. If her
mask,
husband
you
had
have
been home and had
mask,
been
like-
armed, he probably would have been killed. This could have gone even worse. And as bad as all of that is, it's about to get worse. We're about to see more of that. Compliments of this. Trump issues executive order ramping up American police state. Hardly anyone's talking about this. At least Rolling Stone had the nerve to talk about it. Monday's order directs executive agencies to shore up America's police forces. It calls for funding to boost recruitment and retention, enhance training, and expand legal protections for officers facing civil or criminal sanctions for actions taken in the line of duty. Let's try and make cops less accountable for doing shit like this and for violating the law because they were doing it while on duty. And not just that, in the order, it seeks law firms to defend police officers for free. Like socialism? Like our tax dollars pay for the police departments in the first place, which is like a social program. And then you want people who went to school, worked hard to become an attorney, to offer their services for free? To help the boots that do the stomping? Oh, I mean, it is kind of very like socialism-esque, but it's just the wrong ism. It's not socialism, it's fascism. I'm going to show you clips from a news story. If you're a woman, I want you...
It's terrible. I don't like it. I was very sad. I posted it on my social media.
I'll let you guys talk first, because once I start talking, I don't think I'm gonna stop for a minute. So say what you got to say, please, because I'm so tired of this, man. They said something about where someone said 8647 and they showed up at their home. I wish they would. 8647. I wish they would, because it's gonna be a bad day for everybody. It's gonna be a bad day for
But
everybody.
it's
I can't stand this man.
and she got her stuff back. She got her stuff back because I forgot what news. What's the short hair lady? She looks very,
Rachel Maddow.
yeah. They did a local story, and then she followed up with the national story, and then finally, they said they reached out to the CIA, not the CIA, all of the people that they said were there, and
ICE.
everyone said that they weren't there,
Of course not. Because
and
that's what
then
people do.
yeah,
That's
and
what
then
cowards
I
do.
want to, don't quote me on it because I think it was Homeland Security ended up saying it was them that took all of their stuff and then finally gave them back all of their stuff, like money and everything. Because at first they said no, no, it was nobody. So this woman is just making shit up. Like,
No, but that's what they do. Listen, I my
it's
own
sad.
personal experience with NYPD when I was falsely arrested and falsely accused, they took I had $1,000 on me, right? Because I had just filed for bankruptcy and they had unfroze my account after like a couple months. So I took the first thing I did was take all that money out because I didn't trust the bank anymore. And when they arrested me, they took that $1,000. They took it all, and they took a bunch of shit, and they held it for
That's
weeks, like
crazy.
2-3 months, to the point where I had to ask other people for money because the job that I had that I was supposed to start the day that they arrested me, um, my business suit got torn up. I couldn't even buy a new business suit to go on interviews, right? My briefcase that they took that. My briefcase had my artwork in it. It had my I had like one of those portfolios that you put like contacts, like phone numbers and stuff in it. In that back, they took that months, so I couldn't call people that I knew. I didn't have phone numbers for agencies and shit like that.
That's what
This
I'm
was
thinking. Like,
so when you said that they took her shit, I'm like, yo, they gonna hold that shit for weeks, if not months. You know what I mean? So the only reason that she got it back is probably because of the pressure from the media.
Right.
yeah, and that's what it was because uh, what was her name again?
Rachel Maddow.
She was saying, she was like, it wasn't us, like it's just that we followed it up. She was like, but it was the local news that wouldn't stop, like, until they got answers. She's like,
Right.
but once they reached out to her and then she made it a national thing and then it started to catch momentum. She was like, so she gave all the credit to the local news station for them to be able to get their stuff back.
I am telling you from personal experience, these people are fucking cowards. Because they will start some shit with you, and once they think that they're gonna get in trouble, they start lying out
Right.
their ass like a mug, bro.
Right.
Because that was the situation with me. I got accused of trying to incite a riot. I'm like, a riot? Like what?
I can see, I can see you inciting a riot though.
Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me.
I
But
could definitely see you inciting a riot
probably now, after that, you have to realize, right? Up
and
until that point,
a resurrection
uh,
or
yeah, definitely,
insurrection.
probably now. You know what's
Not
the
a
funny thing
resurrection.
with that whole experience is it. I was an avid Republican up until that experience. I was all about if you work hard and you pull yourself up by the bootstraps and you stop complaining about all the bullshit. You would have thought I was fucking Candace Owens' brother the way I was back then. You know what I mean? And then that shit happened to me, and it was like it kicked me back into my ancestors. And my ancestors was like, "Yo, you kept fucking around. Now you found out."
Yeah,
And
you
this
seen
is
that
what we
video when
went
it said you
through.
still a nigga. That's it.
Yeah, but it was like you went through all of this, and now you're starting to realize what we fought for to make sure that you could get to this point. And then like all my history stuff started coming back to me that I was just like, nah, I was the avid denier of shit, bro. I'm like, yo, if you could just come after me for doing nothing, you could come after anybody. Because
Exactly.
how then I saw like the tennis player. There was a black tennis player who was a professional tennis player at the U.S. Open. This was like years later. I saw this man on TV minding his own business, and some cops just ran up and tackled him and said that he fit a description. This man
That's
is a
crazy.
world renowned tennis player, and you attacking his ass, saying he fit a description. And
Yep.
then this is what they do: they go and tell the person, "Oh, just say we messed up, and we had to, you're not going to sue us, you're not going to do anything like that," because they don't want to get in trouble, right? They want to make it look like the police are good
Snitching.
people.